Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Give double honors to our apostles and elders here in Millstone. Also say shalom to Ala Aki, my there preaching the truth. You know, Truth City. It's brother Tazan Kabar from the GMS Miami. The Heralds of Yahushai 144 came back with another video through the Spirit. And low one, this video could be edifying. Okay, but before I start the video, I want to touch up on the true names of the Heavenly Father. All right, and his son start with it. You know, who they so-called called God. His true name is Yahweh. All right, and also his son, who they erroneously called Jesus. His true name is Yahushai. Okay, which, you know, his name, he saves, he delivers, he's soon about to do, according to prophecy. Okay, and it's going to be a quick video. The title going to be on the video is going to be, we're going to have slaves in the kingdom. All right, we're going to have slaves in the kingdom. We're going to rule over the other nations. Okay, they going to be under our feet. It's like it. All right, we gonna tread over our enemies. They're gonna adhere to the ways of Yahweh Shai. Okay, and this is what we're waiting for. This is what we got our mind set upon. This is what we have our heart set upon. Which heart goes to the mind? Okay, this is what we desire and seek in the near future. Okay, we want to, you know, break out of this captivity and be, you know, rulers of nations. Okay, all right. This scripture said we are a nation of kings and priests. Okay. All right, we're going to be real kings within the kingdom. Real kings within the kingdom, treading over our enemies, man. And right now, we know we in our captivity, but the Lord is going to turn that away, turn back our captivity. All right, but let me get something. Baruch chapter, I think it's 3. Behold, we are yet in this day in our captivity. Yep. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. All right, the reason why we're in the captivity right now, because what we did as a nation are the iniquities of our forefathers and all the way to this day. Okay, you know, ultimately, but start from our forefathers not taking heed and listening to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. Henceforth, why we in a position right now, why we in captivity, why we subject to payments, meaning we paying bill to bill, and you know, all these things, you know, all these sorts of things. Okay. And also want to say too in itself, you know, but in the near future, okay, the Lord is going to have it where you're going to be ruling over these nations. Are we not going to be no more captive no more, man? All right. Okay, let me get this Joel chapter 3. These are just, you know, extra precepts what's coming out through the Spirit. Joel chapter 3 verse 1, it says, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again that captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Okay, talking about when the Lord is basically going to be grabbing us, saving us. All right. You know, he's going to be saving us. Ultimately starting with, you know, when he come. Okay, when the Lord said he come in great power and great glory, he's going to be beaming up his elect. All right. You know, saving us through the Spirit. Lord, when we part of the number from the destruction. Okay, saving us from the nukes and all these things are about to come into play before we actually step in being in the kingdom fully and becoming rulers of these other nations. Okay, but the Lord ultimately is going to grab us. He can, you know, and grab us. All right, I'm just keep it like that. The Lord's going to grab us. He going to save us. Okay, but let's jump to the point of the video. Okay, being rulers of these nations, man. Revelation chapter 2. Okay, we know this one. Revelation chapter 2, verse 28. Verse 27. Matter of fact, verse 26. And he that overcome and keeping my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Boom, plain. Okay, you can't beat that. That's plain. Okay, one of the things we seek for, once again, what things we lay our treasures upon, or everything. One of the things we let. You know, we have our desires to rule over these nations, man. Our mind are fixed. Our mind are fixed on these things. Our minds are, constantly in motion for these things. Are constantly doing what's pleasing to Yahweh Shema Shai ultimately, so we could get, you know, part of that. All right, the kingdom. Yes, we talk about the kingdom, but the kingdom comes with this too. All right, you know, we talk about the women, you know, never dying, but also too, it comes with us ruling over these nations. Okay, it said he shall rule with them with a rod of iron, As the vessels of potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father, and I will give him the morning star. He had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. All right, we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. All right, we're going to rule them with strict severness. Okay, ruling them, to the point where if they're not listening. All right, we gonna do, unto them, okay, judgment. Okay, because understand we're gonna be like the officers of the kingdom. All right, pushing out forth the true laws, in ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, enforcing the true laws and ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, I should say. All right, that's coming within the kingdom, man. In fact, let me see. I think it says Isaiah. I think something else is Isaiah. I'm gonna bring Isaiah 2 too, but all right. With that rod of iron. I think it's another thing. Hold up. I'm not finding it. Okay. Psalms 2. Yeah, this is Psalms 2. I've been bringing Isaiah 2, but it was Psalms 2 too. It's Psalms chapter 2, verse 8. Acts of me, and I shall give thee thy heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of earth for thy possession. Okay. It says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them into pieces like a pot of vessel. All right. Ultimately, if you are the heathen, all right, because it's really, talking to the heathen nations. All right, because we understand the law, statute, commandments going to be rooted within Israel. All right, they're not going to be going off. All right, they can be, obtaining to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. Also, too, the kingdom is for Israel, too. Okay, we just going to have the heathens, dwelling in their places. But it says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a pot of vessel. Okay, we're gonna be really on top of these heathen ass, especially if they not, taking heed to Yahweh Shema Shai, or in a way where they breaking the laws and going off. Okay, we're gonna be over these people. All right, because we understand why? Because the law, statute, commandments not gonna be rooted within them. They're not gonna be part of the covenant. Neither was they ever part of the covenant. Okay, that's another reason why too. Where all these things come with ruling of these nations, man. Also too, another thing where when you're ruling of these nations, okay, you're not gonna have to worry about anybody trying to overthrow you. Okay, which. Right now, you could look at these other heathen nations. They done overthrew the whole nation of Israel. We are right now really at the bottom. All right, that's part of, when we didn't listen to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, ain't no coming up and trying to ain't no coming up and taking down Israel no more within the kingdom. Okay, all right, you're going to be in captivity forever. All right, not for a short amount of time, but forever. Okay, because we understand through the Spirit, we're going to be ruling forever. Okay, we're going to be rooting for being righteous judges, righteous kings and priests. All right, let's get the most famous one. Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13. It says, verse 9, if a man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity, okay, shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, this is what we're waiting for. Okay, this is what we got our mind upon. This is the patience and the things we have, have to look for. Okay, Scripture says here is the patience of the saints. Okay, saints talking about the Israelites, ultimately the elect out of the nation of Israel, really pushing out these things, man. All right, the elect is really fighting for these things, man. They really want this, man. Okay, which through the Spirit, low part with that number, we want this to happen, man. All right, he lead into captivity, who ultimately starting with the so-called white men, or he done led us into captivity, man. Yes, we done lest the nation of Israel had a hand. Okay, these nations had a hand in Israel, but starting with the so-called white men, man. Okay, he's going to primarily going to slavery. All right, but he's going to be the unlucky one where he's going to be gone for good. All right. But these other heathen nations, they going to be they still going to be under us. All right, they're going to still live their lives. They're going to be, dying, coming back. Because why, once again, they're not in the covenant. Okay. They're going to die and come back. But they always going to be subjected under the nation of Israel. I say it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the saints. Okay, this is what we have our mind. Let me go to the word patience. This is what we have our mind set upon. Okay. It says steadfast, constancy, endurance. Okay. You jump down right here. It says a patient and steadfast waiting for. Okay. Let's see what it says. It says in the NT, the characters of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty and faith and pray by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Con. All right. The elect gonna constantly endure and, constantly do what they got to do. All right. Because why? This is what they looking for. Okay. We're going to be ruling over these heathen nations, man. We're going to have slaves. Plain, boy, you just keep it. If you really want to keep it plain, we're going to have slaves. Point blank period. All right. Just keep it plain. We're going to have slaves. All right. And that goes for the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. Okay. We're going to be on top. All right. Let me add on for this. Isaiah chapter 2. Okay. It's Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. And the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Okay, the nation, all right, Israel gonna be on top. Mountains really talking about government. All right, the government of Israel gonna be out talking. All nations gonna be flowing unto it. All right, they're gonna have to, because hey, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go unto the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High Jacob, and he shall teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord. Okay, therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves and the children of strangers. All right, their lands also is full of silver and gold, neither is there any end of their treasures. Their land is also full of horses, neither is there any end of their chariots. Okay, well, what I was going to say, keep it plain. All right, we're going to be on top of the top. All right, all nations going to flow into Israel. All right, we're going to be ruling, restrict sovereignness, because the laws and statutes going to be the foundation of everything upon the earth. All right, because understand the kingdom is going to be upon the earth. Okay, that's going to be everything. All right, that's how the Lord going to run this place. Okay, all right. But, Lord, when it's just edifying to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakadash. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elder great millstone. I also say shalom to all the Akim out there, preaching the truth and all to the city. I say, Shalom.